I'm Jill Chodak. I'm a clinical dietitian at UR Medicine Center for Community Health and Prevention. And this month is March, and it's National Nutrition Month. And so the theme is Bite by Bite. And so I thought we'd switch things up a little bit. You're in my kitchen, but you're gonna see some dietitians from CCHP. And we're gonna just kind of show you what we got. We're all a little bit different, but we're all trying to help the community. And so we wanna honor National Nutrition Month accordingly. So thanks for watching. With me today is April Ho, and she is RD CPT. She works with me at the center. You wanna tell us what that means?
Yeah, I'm a registered dietitian and a certified personal trainer. And we both work at the Center for Community Health and Prevention.
Yep, and so she's here in my house today, and we're gonna cook something that is special to her in some way. So what did you bring and why?
Yeah, so we're going to be making something that I call Kentucky Monkey Soft Serve Ice Cream. And it's something that I invented with my husband on like a random evening, and it just flowed, and this is what came out of it. So it's basically an ice cream that's made with mostly bananas and peanut butter and chocolate chips and then a little bit of whiskey. So that's the Kentucky part. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be really fun. Do you have any other questions about it, or should we just
Let's start.
do
Let's do
it?
it. Yeah.
So we start with three
Well, and
bananas.
I love it that you chose that, by the way, because I feel like it encapsulates who you are, kind of too. Like you're just very thoughtful and mindful, but also a little spice,
spicy.
little something.
Add a little extra something.
Yep.
So we have 3 frozen bananas that I just peeled and froze just like that, and I like to break them up.
Oh, I never did that in the bag. That's brilliant. Because then your hands don't get all gooky.
Sometimes I hit it with a hammer if I'm feeling extra spicy.
Girl, yes.
But I didn't feel that was necessary for this morning. I was feeling a normal amount of spice. So we throw this in the Vitamix. You can also make it in the food processor. Honestly, both work fine. I just think a Vitamix goes a little bit faster.
Yeah.
So we throw those in there. 2 to 3 tablespoons of peanut butter, which I just kind of estimate.
Okay, which one did you choose? We had peanut butter balls that had a certain kind. Now
That's right. I choose Smucker's Natural Chunky. That's my brand for a long time now.
Can I peek? Oh, nice. Yeah.
I like that there's a little bit of salt in there.
Agreed.
I do not like peanut butter that doesn't have salt, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm. No, this is great.
All right. I'm estimating that we need a tiny bit more.
I love that stuff. So you're like, and yes. But you can always add more. That's like the thing too.
Yeah.
It's like better to add.
And it's hard to have too much.
Right.
I feel good about that. Okay.
I feel good about that too, then.
All right. So next we're going to put in the whiskey. This I do measure.
Okay. And we have
And you can use any kind you want.
You got it. Do you need a
Usually
towel?
I try to use like a lower proof whiskey, but this is what was in the cabinet today. So we just gotta roll with it. So I do 1 shot of whiskey, which is 3 tablespoons. So for anyone following along, 1 tablespoon is half an ounce, which is just a little fun fact.
Hashtag dietitian life.
Yes. All right, so we got that. So I blend all of this up, and then I add half a cup of real ice cream, just vanilla. And the reason for that is that this actually started out as a milkshake recipe.
Oh.
Where I added milk. But I actually enjoy a thicker consistency.
Same, yeah.
So I decided to kind of make it more like a soft serve ice cream.
Okay.
And so something that's frozen works better for that. So I chose half a cup of just regular vanilla.
Do you want me to grab the ice cream or no?
Sure, that would be great.
Okay.
And I'm going to get going on the blending here.
Okay. Blender dance.
Yep. Just stomp it.
Okay, and you're like pushing it down as you're going.
Yeah, it's pretty thick, which is what we want, because the alcohol actually it doesn't freeze at freezer temperatures. So if you like leave it for a long time, or if it's not thick, it'll melt pretty quickly.
I love the smell. You can smell it too. It's so good. We're in our kitchen. And you could totally do this without the whiskey too, or with something else as well.
Definitely.
Which is nice.
I mean, it's adapted from like an almond butter banana ice cream that I found that did not have any whiskey in it. So
like tequila. I'm just like thinking. I'm just saying.
Girl, you getting crazy.
It's true. It's true. Well, I know someone in this house who likes tequila, so I'm just saying.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to get out a half cup measure. Do you
Okay.
have one of those?
I
by
do.
any
I
chance?
think we used it, but let's
If
see what we
not,
got.
I can estimate this too.
Yeah, we definitely used it.
That's okay.
So
Here we go.
Okay.
Quarter cup.
I feel like you can't add too much ice cream.
No, you really cannot.
I like your selection of the ice cream too.
Yeah, and it was on sale.
Awesome.
Ooh. That was about a quarter cup.
Yeah, I think so. This is my favorite scoop, by the way, the ice cream scoop. I haven't used it in a
It
while.
really glides through.
Right?
I won't lie. I did notice that immediately.
Right? It's just like a nice scoop. I don't know.
It is.
Unsung
Thank you
hero.
so much.
Yes.
Get back in here. I'm gonna go even higher this
You are so much better at that than I am. Like when I do this with my blender, I feel like I'm terrified of like, I don't know what I'm terrified of, to be honest, but I do not do it like that, so I'll have to be more aggressive with the blender.
Yeah, you just gotta like keep stamping.
Okay.
And then the last thing is the chocolate chips, which I
It's fine.
technically I guess I wouldn't have to cut them up in advance, but I like to. I like really thin
Listening to come back.
layers of chocolate chips. Like if you've ever noticed, mint chocolate chip ice cream always has very thin
Yes.
chocolate, because otherwise you just get this big frozen chunk of chocolate that doesn't actually taste like anything.
Right.
So you want the chocolate to melt in your mouth, and for that to happen it needs to be in very small pieces.
Okay.
So
So you just cut up those chips.
I just cut these up roughly, and then I'll add maybe like a tablespoon or two per person. This makes like 2 to 3 servings.
I love that.
So add that in there. That's really good. I'm gonna sprinkle a little more on top.
I definitely sampled the ice cream already, and it was amazing.
Awesome.
We're a big like lick the spoon or the beaters or whatever
Oh,
type of
yeah.
family.
Us too. All right, I think we're done.
All right, let's scoop it. I'm ready. Get it.
There we go.
Okay, here, hold on. Let me get this out of the way for you.
Bon appetit, little puppies.
I'm holding this for you. Yeah, I love this. And can it stay in the freezer? Like, can you keep it if you don't eat it all? I mean, you would, but.
You know, I've never not eaten it, so I actually don't know the answer to that question.
Okay.
I imagine you could, but I'd probably let it thaw a little bit.
Before, okay.
Yeah.
Look at that. My God. I feel like you could also add flax for like good measure for like, let's
Totally.
add.
Yeah, I really like that idea, actually.
I tell my son that there are sprinkles.
There you go.
I'm like, let's add some sprinkles.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we just do
And then let me get spoons.
just a little bit of that.
Oh, please.
Now,
Oh my
now
gosh.
we're on the Food Network, ladies and gentlemen.
Boom, here's your spoon.
That's all it
Wait, here,
takes.
you can have the big girl spoon. I'll take Ready?
Yes.
Oh my God.
You like it?
Guys. The whiskey is like perfect.
Thank you.
It's perfect. It's like a little
Thank
bit
you.
acid, a little bit, oh my gosh. And I like the idea of like the soft serve.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. Yeah. Thank you. Well, thank
Of
you.
course.
Thanks for coming
Yeah,
in.
thank you
Thanks for watching.
Bye.